might just fall off.
Yeah, that or we could tap into this 5 minute demand zone down here. There's also like a 1 minute one that I got marked up. It started at 183.25. So we could see price stall out there if it do sell off.
That look like loans might be in play. I got a order limit for buys set too.
Order filled.
Tapping sales.
Order filled.
That got me out. I went break even on that. I ain't gonna lie.
Order filled.
And tap me back in. So we're gonna see now if we get this push. Yeah. There we go. It's a winning day. That's how I feel.
That's all that matter.
Order filled.
I'm gonna take profit there. I got out.
How much you end up making?
720. I'm cool on the day.
Tight shit.
All right, what is going on, man? It has been a minute since I did one of these, so we're gonna do a quick trade breakdown. So I can show you guys what I was seeing and why I took the trade that I took. End up making $726 on the day. The trade that I took, I actually ended up making $755 in total, but I had some break-even trades beforehand, so that kind of threw the price down a little bit on me or whatever. But currently, count is up 1,300. We're just gonna go to the performance stats real quick. Currently, right now, it's at a 58% win rate on the account. And for the days traded, we did take 3 trades today. I took a trade during Asia session open last night, break even trade. Really, it was in profit. This shouldn't even have been counted as an L. It was in profit when I put my stops up, but it still closed me out as an L. Then you saw the break even trade, and then you saw me just basically retake the same trade again, and now we end up getting the win. Currently up $1,300 on the week. Since tomorrow's Friday, probably won't be risking too much. Probably drop down to micros tomorrow and just risk like 200 in total for the day just because it is Friday. So yeah, but just really quick, go over the trade breakdown. All right, so looking at it from a 5 minute perspective, I had 2 targets that I was looking for, right? So for buy side, we had this 361 level, and then sell side, I had a target set for this 131. The reason I had target set for 131 is because today was NFP week, or not NFP week, but today was NFP news data release, right? When this candle opened, it displaced when it opened. So usually when I see that, I look at it as imbalance, and price will likely come back to fill that in. And that's what I was banking on, or that's what I was expecting if we end up breaking structure to the downside for a breakout. However, if we broke structure to the upside for longs, I would expect us to go take out this 361 from a higher time frame perspective. Also respecting that we had this 1 hour supply level as well. So what ended up happening was price ended up coming up. We end up breaking the previous candle for the 925 candle, which is going to be represented here. That is a doji candle. However, whenever taking longs, I'm always looking to wait for a boomerang. So I'm waiting for the candle to break, retrace back inside the body, and then break again before I take an entry. That didn't happen for longs, but for sales, the reason I went ahead and got in once it broke the first time is because once price breaks to the upside, I consider that a fake out if it goes to the opposite direction and break the low. So once that happens, I'm going ahead and get in the trade. And as you see, the trade end up playing out. I did go break even pretty soon on the trade. But that's because it had a quick push. And something that I noticed whenever NQ, or honestly any other pair, I only trade NQ and gold though, but if the candle has a really quick push or a spike whenever it breaks the candle, for some reason it usually likes to retrace, and it'll have a deep retracement or a moderate retracement, enough that it would have stopped me out because I'm only using 12 points of risk, and then it'll go. So that's why I went break even, and it did tap me out break even, but I think I still would have been in the trade and it wouldn't have stopped me out. However, once it did that, I'm just gonna look for another entry again, but I'll have a safer entry, I guess, because it'll be a little bit further down, which I did, and it was under my level where I'm looking for the breakout. Got tapped back in the trade again. As soon as I seen like 200 or 250, that's my 1-1. Went ahead and went break even again. And once I seen that I was up around like 5 to 6, I was about to start trailing, and I was like, well, I'm already past 1 to 2 at this point, so I'm gonna go ahead and just close and take profit. End up closing out at a 1 to 3 basically. So just drop it to the 1 minute so you can see it a little bit better exactly what was going on. So this right here is going to be the 930 candle. I'll have this right here marked out, right? So this black line is going to be the stop for where the 925 candle had ended, right? So once we broke to the upside here. Once that happened, we end up retracing. So once we retrace, I had my first entry here, break even. Then it stopped me out. I got my entry somewhere down in this level, and then we end up dropping, end up catching something like a 1 to 3, and then I was out the trade, and that was it. It was pretty quick, pretty simple. Like I said, once I saw that it was breaking to the downside, I was looking to target these lows, but I was also keeping in mind that we had the 200 EMA from the 1 minute sitting there. So if that's the case, then I'm also going to be looking to get out of the trade because likely price to reject from that. What ended up happening inside these candles was we fully retraced and went back to the upside again. So I would have got stopped out basically at break even again had I not took profit, or I would have took a loss had I just not moved my stops to break even. So all in all, it's still a good trade. Quick trading day, pretty smooth. This week has been pretty smooth. I haven't really been on the charts as much and documenting or not documenting, but posting any trades just because I kind of like just been trying to be to myself and just really focus on my trading and like getting better. I feel like that's something that I had to do and I still have to do, but I felt like I could post today. And I'll probably start going back to posting a little bit more, but just making sure that I'm focusing on being the best version of myself that I can be, because at the end of the day, nobody gonna save me but me. So that's something I got to do for myself. So yeah, but that's how trading been going this week. Pretty smooth week. Like I said, I go back and show you guys. It's been green across the board this week. Nothing crazy, no crazy numbers. Today was the best day we had this week or on this account. Um, but yeah, if you look at the trade quantity, that's one thing. Like if you look at my previous videos, you'll see in my previous videos, I used to have a really high trade quantity. So I was taking a lot of trades. Recently, I've been trying to lower the amount of trades that I've been taking just to like really work on less is more. And I feel like that's something that's been working a little bit better for me, right? So we're just gonna continue to do that and continue to see how I progress over time. And yeah, if I end up getting a payout from this account, I end up showing you guys. I had the payouts that I had from Take Profit Trader that I was showing you guys last month, but I don't have that account anymore. I did end up losing it after I got like another payout. I had put out probably like 6 or 7 payouts from the account or something like that, and I ended up losing the account. And then I had some Express accounts, but I didn't get a payout from those accounts. It was 2 of them. I ended up losing those, but I ended up getting this one right after and activating it. And yeah, we'll see what we can do on this account. So until next time, on a better living.